Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again with some more Sunderland career mode, and we're starting this one off straight away with some more action in the Champions League. It is time to take on Sevilla away. Now obviously they beat us 2-0 in the leg at home earlier on in the season, and we do only need 1 point from this game to ensure that we progress through to the knockout stages of the Champions League, which would be absolutely superb for us in our first year in the competition. But I want to start this one off by saying a thank you to the guys that have come across from SA Sports Gaming. Obviously we did have a squad builder go up on there yesterday as I'm recording this. It will be 2 days ago when it goes up, because this is going up on Tuesday. So thank you very much to all of those who have come across from that channel and subscribed. You're all more than welcome to this channel. Obviously we've recently hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm doing a Q&A for that, so if you have any questions for that, do feel free to leave those in the comments or on Twitter at Chesnoid with the hashtags ChesQ&A, and I will probably record that at the end of the week and then put it up next weekend. But anyway, less of that, more of the career mode. And obviously you've seen us hit the post a couple of times early on in this game, and also Adrian picked up an injury. He rolled his ankle early on and tried to have an effort from the edge of the box whilst still being injured. I tried to keep him on, but you could tell from the way that the shot just kind of skewed miles wide that he just wasn't playing very well. So I decided to take him off and put on James McLean in his place. Now obviously Adam Yajic was injured for this game, and Lamela was still quite tired from the previous game that was only a couple of days ago. So I was playing Adrian behind Nelson Oliveira, and I just slotted James McLean straight into that position as the centre forward behind Nelson Oliveira. And it was Adam Johnson, in fact, who got our first goal of the game in the 53rd minute, pushing into the second half. We finally get in front, and that is how the game ended. It really was a boring second half, really stale game. I think Sevilla were just content, considering they'd won 5 of 5 so far in the Champions League and were easily going to win the group. They just didn't bother trying, and we were able to quite comfortably pick up a 1-0 win and progress ourselves. So delighted for that. Haven't yet had the draw for the knockout round, for the second round, so we'll have to wait and see who we get in that. But we come back to the Premier League with a game away at Southampton. Now they've been a decent side and decent competition to us in the past. You can see on screen that we are sat 7th in the league, trying to catch up with those at the top. It's very, very tight around us. 4 teams there on 28 points, so we need to keep up the pace, make sure we keep winning games and getting as many points as possible. Because obviously, if you are new to the channel, you may not know that we actually won the Premier League last year, playing on Legendary here at Sunderland. Somehow that didn't go over the line, but Nelson Oliveira is on hand to head in after 5 minutes to give us a fantastic start. But yeah, we actually won the Premier League last season, so we've got a title to defend, and they're sitting 8th so far. Really isn't good enough from us, so we're picking up results like this is definitely going to be something we need to do more often. We've been kind of struggling recently, and Nelson Oliveira there picks up his second of the game, just goes in at the back post, no defender really picks him up, and he's able to slot in an easy finish in front of basically an open goal. But I recently accused Nelson Oliveira of being on a bit of a goal drought, and he's proven me wrong at the minute. He really is absolutely smashing them in, and we almost pick up a third here. Lamela with a great free kick going right into that bottom corner, but Gazaniga, I think it is, they've got in goal, gets down to make the save, and then Stephen Corker hits the bar with a header from the resulting corner, but eventually they are able to clear. And unfortunately we weren't able to make it 3 there, but we were definitely on top. This was a game that could have been a bit of a test, but in the end it was pretty comfortable. Lamela here does pick up his goal with a great finish, cross the goalkeeper into that bottom corner. Wonderful Ronaldo chop to cut inside. Lamela still proving that him and Nelson Oliveira really are making the most of their newfound partnership, and are both players in great goal scoring form at the minute. Nice Ronaldo chop inside the defender, and that is an expert finish. It kind of bends away slightly away from the goalkeeper, so we do pick up a comfortable 3-0 win. Like I said, I was a little bit concerned that they were going to cause us a bit of a challenge, but in the end really was a comfortable game. And then we come out, and this is something I've not seen before in career mode. We have a message from the media saying midfielders have the burden of both containing the opposition's advances before reaching defenders and creating scoring opportunities for the men up front. Having said this, the deficiencies in the current Sunderland midfield are glaring, and with the transfer window quickly approaching, here are a few players that fit the bill. First is Nacher Chadli, a 25-year-old, 187 centimetre tall wide man from Belgium who currently plays for FC Twente. And second is Nicolas Gaitan, 173 centimetre midfielder, and it's gone, but I do know that he plays for Benfica. And personally, I don't know why it's offering me wide players. Like, we've got plenty of wide players. We've got Christian Teo, we've got James McLean, we've got Lucas Piazon, we've got Nolito, we've got Adam Johnson. That's 5 standout wingers. If there's anywhere in the midfield we need to improve, it's in the central roles. You know, we've got Lewis Holtby, Craig Gardner. I'm trying to move on. We've got Gary Medel and Lee Cattermole are our main 2 centre mids, and that, I would have thought, that is where we needed to strengthen more than the wide areas. But let me know down in the comments if you've ever had a message like that come up in your career mode. That really is the first time I've ever encountered something like that in a career mode, so I'm really not too sure what to make of it. But regardless of what the press think, Nelson Oliveira grabs another goal, this time from the penalty spot, and we do take a 1-0 lead against QPR. We are 1-0 up at home, but QPR really were more of a threat than Southampton were. They're sat just behind us in the league, so it was a vital game actually. You know, we really needed to make sure that we got a performance here, and QPR with some nice passing, in fact, worked the ball into Samba Diakite, and he's able to slot it under the goalkeeper, and they pull one back literally just a few minutes after we'd taken that 1-0 lead from the penalty spot. And QPR they defended resoundingly. We had a few decent chances. Gary Medel here drawing a good save from Julio Cesar, but Cesar was really on top form in this game. He was extremely hard to beat. We get another chance here. Kouyaté probably could have let that drop to volley it, and I left the replay in. You'll be able to see he probably could have let that drop, tried to kick it with his right foot, but instead tries to arc his neck around it and get a header on goal, but it does go wide and the chance goes amiss. But pushing it into the second half then, Lucas Piazon whipping in a dangerous ball towards the back post, and Oliveira's going to pick the ball up off Granero, who's loose in possession, but draws another good save from Julio Cesar, and he's just frustrating me in this game. He just saved absolutely everything. We didn't have too many clear-cut chances, but like this one, this is a clear-cut chance. Lamela should finish this, but again, Julio Cesar makes a great reaction save, and unfortunately, even though the ball does end up in the back of the net, the shot from Oliveira there does hit Lamela after the deflection off the defender, and he is deemed offside, which is, you know, is fair. He was offside when the ball hit him, so it shouldn't count. But pushing on into the 72nd minute, another link up there from from Lamela to Oliveira rather, and this time another good save from Julio Cesar. It's just becoming a pattern in this game. It's me break away on the counter attack, either be a one-on-one or just get free and have a decent chance, and Julio Cesar makes a great reaction save. And it was just so frustrating, so I decided to make some changes. I actually made 3 changes all at once. Medel, Nolito and Lamela going off, Yajic back from injury, Christian Teo to add some pace, and Lewis Holtby for a little bit more solidity in the middle of the midfield. And we get a chance from a corner, and again it goes over, and we're just wasteful so far in this game. Really, really disappointing, but Cisse here linking up well with Fowlin and Diakite. He is going to slot it underneath Simon Mignolet and put it into the back of the net. A late flag though is going to deny them that goal. You can see he is just offside. A great call from the assistant, and thankfully we were able to keep it at 1-1. We're pushing into second half stoppage time now. The ball's with Mignolet, plays it out. We're trying to catch him on the counter attack. A gorgeous through ball from Piazon there, trying to find Nelson Oliveira, breaking into the box, tries to cut inside, gets tackled. Ferdinand's loose on possession. They fall over each other. I'm just screaming at my telly, get up, Oliveira, whips it, he's heading tops. That is a beautiful goal. Nelson Oliveira, what a strike, an absolutely crucial goal to help us push on further towards the top of the table. That is going to guarantee us 3 points in this game. I couldn't believe, look at that, he just floats right into the stanchion. That is an amazing goal from Oliveira, just epitomises the form that he's in at the minute, and I was so happy when that flew into the back of the net, because I really felt that we deserved a win from this game, and thankfully we were able to get it. And it was literally the last kick of the game. They kicked off and ref blew his final whistle pretty much immediately, so delighted to pick up 3 points from that one, and that's going to put us in a strong position in the league once again, trying to close in on City, who are second, I think, who were 7 points away from us. I think Arsenal are still top of the table, so pardon me, it is definitely still a realistic target to be going for that title again. So hopefully we can continue that in the future episodes and push on, get some more form together, because we have been playing really well recently. So please do leave the video a like, guys. That would be absolutely fantastic. Of course, like I said, welcome to those of you that are new. Of course, feel free to leave me a comment down below as well with some feedback on the episode and or a question for the Q&A, which will be coming later in the week or at the weekend. And yeah, that's going to wrap this one up, guys. I'm going to cut it off here. You will see on the end slate that we do have a link in the big window to the previous episode in this series, and also there is a link in the little window to a random video from earlier on in the week on my channel. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.